Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimrandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharine
Jnananjanashalakaya
Vadi
Chakshur
Paschatya
Unmilitam
Deshtarane
Yena Tasmai
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So we are almost at the end of the Leela here. Krishna has uprooted the two trees, and Nalakuvara and Manigriva have come out, and now they are starting to offer their prayers. We see it's a common theme where in any Leela, when either the devotees are cursed or they are trying to play some mischief upon the Lord, ultimately, of course, Lord is very kind, and He gives them a chance to offer them the prayers. So let's see, some beautiful prayers are being offered by Nalakuvara and Manigriva. So 10:32. Grihamanayastvam agrayo vikaraye prakritair gune ko nuhira ihar hati vigyatum praksiddham gunasamvritah. गृह्यमाणस्त्वम् आग्रह्यो विकारे प्राकृते गुणे को कोन्विवहर्ति विज्ञातुं प्राकृसिद्धं गुणसंवृतः. गृह्यमाणस्त्वम् आग्रह्यो विकारे प्राकृते गुणे को नो इहार्हति विज्ञातुं प्राक्सिद्धं गुणसंवृतः. Synonym, translation, and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It's interesting how Prabhupada translated personally till the end of, I think, chapter 13. And then his disciples took over the translation because Prabhupada left the planet. So, these are like, we can say Bhagavatam is the mature fruit of Vyasadev's, the ripened fruit of Vyasadev's mature realization. And similarly, we are into this chapter where Prabhupada is also giving, his full heart and soul to the translation and purports. Grihyamane, accepting the body made of material nature as existing at the present moment because of being visible. Very important. So Grihyamane means accepting the body made of material nature as existing at the present moment because of being visible. So our material bodies are visible, and we've accepted this material body because of, at the present moment, this body is made of material nature. Tvam, you, agraya, not confined in a body made of material nature. Vikara, agitated by the mind. Prakrita guna, by the material modes of nature, sattva guna, rajogun and tamogun. Ka, who is there? No, after that, iha, in this material world, arhati, who deserves, vigyatum, to know, praksiddham, that which existed before the creation, guna samritaha, because of being covered by the material qualities. Translation. O Lord, you exist before the creation. Therefore, who, trapped by a body of material qualities in this material world, can understand you? Purport. As it is said, Atah Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriye sevon mukhi hi jivvado swayam eva spuratida. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1 to 234. Very important verse for us. Yes, we cannot understand Krishna with our own efforts, but again with our material tongue, we can, when we use the tongue in chanting Krishna's name and honoring Krishna Prasadam, we can understand, of course, only if Krishna wants to reveal himself. I'll repeat this verse again. Atha Shri Krishna namadi na bhaved grayam indriye sevon mukhe hije vado swayam eva spurattidam. Krishna's name, attributes, and form are absolute truth, existing before the creation. Therefore, how can those who are created that is, those entrapped in bodies created of material elements, understand Krishna perfectly. This is not possible. But Sevon Mukhehi Jivado Swam Eva Spuratyada. Krishna reveals himself to those engaged in devotional service. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 1855 by the Lord himself, Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati. Even the descriptions of Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam are sometimes misunderstood by less intelligent men with a poor fund of knowledge. Therefore, the best course by which to know him is to engage oneself in pure devotional activities. The more one advances in devotional activities, the more one can understand him as he is. If from the material platform one could understand Krishna, then since Krishna is everything, Sarvam Khalam Idam Brahma, Khalva Idam Brahma. One could understand Krishna by seeing anything within this material world, but that is not possible. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matasthani sarva bhutani na chaham teva avastitaha tesva avastita. Everything is resting on Krishna and everything is Krishna, but this is not to be realized by persons on the material platform. So here, the two sons of Kuvera, they are similar to what Prahlad Maharaj does. When Prahlad Maharaj offers prayers to Lord Nrsingadev, he starts with his own disqualification first. That I am the son of a demon, I am a son of an asura. What qualification do I have? So similarly here in this prayer, the sons of Kuvera, Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, they are also saying that yes, we cannot understand you. No one can understand you. Someone who is trapped by a body of material qualities in the material world, how can they understand you? It's very simple. Someone who is the creator, generally it is very difficult to understand that creator by the person who's created or by the items or the things who has been created. Similarly here, the sons of Kuvera, they are saying, yes, it's not possible. How can we know you? Krishna also, again, in Bhagavad Gita 7:25, he says, Naham Prakash Sarvasya. Yes, I am not revealing myself to everyone. To who? Yoga Maya Samavritaha. So one who is covered by Yoga Maya, I do not reveal themselves to my you. Why? Mudhoyam abhijanati, na abhijanati, lokomam ajam aviyam. Says, no, I never manifest myself to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I'm already covered by my internal potency. And, therefore, lokomam ajam aviyam. They do not know that I'm unborn and infallible. We go to India and many times we speak to people about Krishna and they've got no idea who Krishna is. They've got no idea of, in modern times, you'll be surprised that people don't even know the various, characters in Mahabharata or Srimad Bhagavatam or even Bhagavad Gita, for example. So much of ignorance is spread, especially because of the onslaught of Kali Yuga. It's not possible for most people to know who Krishna is. Then here, the sons of Kuvera, they are very humbly expressing their disqualification. Now you can imagine that the Leela has come to an end. The rope and the motor, they're telling, they're talking to each other and they're saying, okay, now the Leela has come to an end, let's relish whatever is left. And like again in Brahma Vimohan Leela, where Krishna first refuses to acknowledge the presence of Brahma directly. So here also, the Krishna says, like, what are you talking about? I'm just an ordinary cowherd boy. Like you say, you are addressing me as my Lord. You exist before the creation. No, I'm just an ordinary cowherd boy. Then the two sons of Kuvera, they actually give evidence to Krishna. No. Krishna, you are our Lord. Why? Because our creator, Brahmaji, he says this. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So Krishna, you are the Ishvara Parama Krishna. And then Krishna says, yeah, but there are many Krishnas like me. There's so many people whose names are Krishna. But then the two sons of Kuvera, they say, no. Brahma further clarifies that, Lakshavrite Surbhi Sar Abhipalayantam. that you are the only one who are tending hundreds and millions of Surabhi cows. There's no other Krishna, there's no other Gopa who is like you. So we know that you are our Supreme Lord. So this way, in this verse also Prabhupada is trying to tell us, especially by quoting the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu verse, that yes, Krishna is not easily known. Even for us devotees, is not easily known. And that's why many times, we also get baffled. Some little difficulty comes or some instruction comes and we think, okay, like, no, I'm just going to do what I think is right. But if we understand that, what does Krishna want? I'm here to please Krishna. My entire existence is to please Krishna. And how do we do that? Because when we are chanting, yesterday also we spoke in the feast class, that the Bhakti Rasayana is consisting of two very potent factors. Chanting the Lord's name and meditating on or remembering the Lord's form, pastimes, qualities, abode, etc. So when we are using our tongue in chanting the Lord's name, and also we engage our mind. We also discussed the Upadesha Sara from the Upadeshamrita, the 8th verse, where Rupa Goswami says that yes, we have to engage our tongue and mind 24/7 in glorifying the Lord, His name, His pastimes. So here also Prabhupada says, Krishna's name, attributes and form are absolute truth, and they are existing before the creation. And then he uses the simple logic. Of course, because he is existing before the creation, how can those who are created and those who are entrapped in body's creator of material elements understand Krishna perfectly? But Prabhupada says, yes, Krishna gives a solution. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives a solution. Atah Shri Krishna namadi na bhavet grahayam indriye. Sevon mukhe hi jivado swayam eva spuritida. Somehow or the other, if we chant Krishna's name, think of Krishna, and use our tongue and mind, sevon mukhe, unmukha. Unmukha means directly standing in front of Krishna, in Krishna's face. So we do service by having Krishna directly in front of us in the form of his holy name. Sevon mukhe hi jivado. So seva unmukhe hi jivado. With our tongue, then what happens is swayam eva spuratida. Then Krishna reveals himself automatically. We don't have to worry about anything else. We see so many devotees both in Bhagavatam and outside Bhagavatam. We see that when they are chanting very wonderfully, Krishna actually takes care of their lives. And this way, when we understand that yes, either we become devotee of Krishna by chanting his holy name and try to understand Krishna when Krishna reveals himself. And what happens if we keep on chanting, but Krishna doesn't reveal himself? Then we're supposed to wait. We're supposed to wait because we know that material life is never going to make us happy. But if we are submissive and if we are surrendered in our practice, just keep on doing nicely in the association of devotees. The biggest issue we have is somehow or the other, when life hits us, we do not remain in the association of devotees. We try to sort out our material problems by ourselves. And then the little slippery slope starts. But whatever happens, if we just keep on associating with the devotees, somehow or the other, the devotees will make sure that we are chanting, we are doing our best in spiritual life, and then Krishna will reveal himself to us. And in Bhagavad Gita, many verses, and Prabhupada is quoting here also, that everything is resting on Krishna, but a person who is not in Krishna consciousness, who is on material platform, cannot see Krishna everywhere. So Prabhupada ends this purport by saying, everything is resting on Krishna, and everything is Krishna, but this is not to be realized by person on the material platform. So somehow or the other, when we keep on chanting, when we keep on associating with devotees, when we keep on doing devotional service, hearing Bhagavatam, studying together, this way, slowly, our consciousness will be purified, and then we'll see Krishna everywhere. And we'll see our disqualification also. So automatically when we see the magnitude of Krishna, the greatness of Krishna, this pastime, of course, we've said again and again and again, that this pastime not only reveals the greatness of Krishna, but also the sweetness of Krishna. So, in next few verses, there's a very nice verse, the 38th verse, where the sons of Kuvera, Nalakuvar and Manigriva, they are going to ask a benediction from Krishna as to how can we use all our limbs, all our organs in your service, which is very similar to what Amrish Maharaj prays to the Lord, that he wants all his head to bow down in front of the deities, his nose to smell the tulsi leaves and the flowers offered to the Lord, his hands in cleaning the temple and touching the devotees, his legs in walking towards the temple. So this way, even these two sons of Kuvera are going to start the prayers. Okay, right now we are in front of you, but when we go back to our own abodes, then what's going to happen? So we have to be similarly requesting the Lord. Okay, right now I'm hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. What happens once Bhagavatam finishes? Krishna, please allow me to use every limb of mine in your service. And then we'll be able to see Krishna everywhere, and we'll be seeing that everything is Krishna. Any questions or comments on this one? I'm going to move to the next verse. Okay, so verse number 33. तस्मै तुभ्यं भगवते वासुदेवाय वेदसे आत्मद्योता गुणैश्छन्न महिम्ने ब्राह्मणे नमः ब्रह्मणे नमः तस्मै तुभ्यं भगवते वासुदेवाय वेदसे आत्मद्योता गुणैश्छन्न महिम्ने ब्रह्मणे नमः. So here they are now paying their obeisances to the Lord. Synonym, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tasmai, because you are not to be understood from the material platform, we simply offer obeisances unto Him. Tubhyam, unto you, Bhagavate, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudevaya, unto Vasudeva, the origin of Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha, Vedase, unto the origin of creation, Atma Dyota Gune Channa Mahimne, unto you whose glories are covered by your personal energy, Brahmane, unto the Supreme Brahman, Namaha, our respectful obeisances. Translation. O Lord, whose glories are covered by your own energy, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are Sankarshan, the origin of creation, and you are Vasudeva, the origin of the Chaturvyuha. Because you are everything and are therefore the Supreme Brahman, we simply offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Purport. Instead of trying to understand Krishna in detail, it is better to offer our respectful obeisances unto Him, for He is the origin of everything, and He is everything. Because we are covered by the material modes of nature, He is very difficult for us to understand unless He reveals Himself to us. Therefore, it is better for us to acknowledge that He is everything and offer obeisances unto His lotus feet. Very interesting verse. When we hear from different devotees, we read different scriptures, so many apparently contradictory instructions are given to us. So we don't know what to follow, what not to follow. So many rules and regulations are given to us. But as yesterday again we spoke about Smartavya Satatam Vishnur Vismartavya Najatuchit Sarva Viti Nisheda Etayor Eva Kinkaraha. That means the two main rules are always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So this way, all the other rules and regulations are servants of these two rules. Now here, Prabhupada is saying, okay, instead of racking your brains and trying to find out who Krishna is and what his origin is and all that, just offer your obeisances. Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita the four principles of worshipping him. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. So it's a manmana. So he says, just think of me. Manmana, always think of me in your mind. Mad bhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, worship me. And mam namaskuru. He says, yes, offer your obeisances to me. Prabhupada is saying the same thing here. The difficulty what we have is our wicked mind, that we do not want to accept anything simple. And that's why every time we want variety, 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 variety. No, it's very simple. Prabhupada says, it is so simple, Bhakti Yoga is so simple, Krishna consciousness is so simple that you might miss it because we want everything to be complicated. But here, the two sons of Kuvera, they are just saying, okay, yes, you are covered by your own energy. We will not be able to understand you, Krishna. I know that. I accept my disqualification. But I know that you are the Supreme Person. You are the Sankarshan, the origin of creation, and you are Vasudev, the origin of the Chaturvya. That means he is the origin of everything. Recently, we were in Jagannath Puri, and in Bhubaneswar, there's a very beautiful temple of Ananta Vasudev. Now, normally if you don't know, then you will think Ananta Vasudev is one personality. Ananta means unlimited, and Vasudev is Krishna, so unlimited Krishna. But then when you actually see, it's, Balaram, Ananta is Balaram, Sankarshan himself, then there is Vasudev Krishna, and then there is Subhadramai. So devotees, especially the Western devotees who cannot see, who cannot get the opportunity to take darshan of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadrama in the main Jagannath temple in Jagannath Puri, they come to this Ananta Vasudev temple. And the pujaris are so nice, they're so nice. They just spend so much time with you. Yes, of course, they'll accept some dakshina, but that's not the main thing. They want to glorify the Lord. So here how the two sons of Kuver are saying that, yes, you are Sankarshan, you are Ananta, the origin of creation, and you are Vasudev, the origin of the Chaturvya. We know that the first Chaturvya comes out of Vasudev, second, sorry. And because you're everything, and therefore you're the Supreme Brahman, and what we are doing is just simply offering our respectful obeisances. So if we take devotional life very simply, chant Hare Krishna, when we come in front of the deities, come in front of the Vaishnavas, just offer our obeisances. Instead of trying to understand Krishna in detail, instead of asking too many questions, yes, we can ask questions if it increases our bhakti. But just for the heck of asking questions, we should not ask questions. The Manigriva and Nalkova are saying that, yes, because we are covered by the material modes of nature, very difficult to understand Krishna unless Krishna reveals himself. So slowly here we'll see in this dialogue that Krishna is going to reveal himself. And then, of course, these two sons, they know. And they're saying that, Krishna, your plan was this, that Narad Muni cursed us. And Narad Muni's plan was that we get an audience with you. So the devotee and the pure devotee and the Lord work hand in hand. And it's also described that when these two personalities were cursed, we heard that they were naked, bathing in the river and frolicking with ladies and all that. But Narad Muni said, no, when you come in front of Krishna, you'll be very beautifully dressed. So they are, very, very magnificently dressed with all the, royal regalias and all that. And but they still understand their position as the servants of the Lord. So more than anything else, Prabhupada tells us that, yes, we try to approach Krishna, we try to serve Krishna, we try to love Krishna, but understanding Krishna, let's keep it an abeyance. Krishna will reveal himself to us, and when we are ready, slowly, Krishna reveal himself. We often quote the famous story of His Holiness Kadam Kanan Maharaj, when in one of the Saturday feast classes he was asked that, Maharaj, you are such an elevated soul. Have you seen Krishna's face? Have you seen Krishna's lotus face? So Maharaj thought for a while and he replied that I am not that advanced that I can see Krishna's lotus face, but I have seen Krishna's hands in my life many, many times. So we can see that when our consciousness is purified, we can also see Krishna's hands. Many of us also here on the screen, I can see that many of us are going through some difficult times. some difficult times. But then we understand, yes, this is what Krishna has in store for me. Let me accept his plan. Let me just be with the devotees, and somehow or the other keep chanting, keep associating, keep studying. And then, as the story of King Solomon, he says, this too shall pass. So whether we are having good times or difficult times, let's just chant Hare Krishna. Let's try to serve the Lord. Let's just try to love the Lord, and this way make our life successful. Any question or comments on this verse? Purport is a short purport, but again, these are prayers given by these two personalities. And in Bhagavatam, there are a lot of prayers. I think Rukmini Mataji sent me some time back a whole list of prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam. If anyone is interested, just to keep the copy and then recite them, maybe one of us can share. Any questions or comments on this one? I'm just going to stop here because I'm not in the best of my health. So I'm not going to continue with the next verse because maybe tomorrow we'll cover the next verse. Any questions, anyone? Please unmute yourself, or any, realizations, reflections, comments. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow at 6:30, not at 7:30, Krishna willing. And you have a wonderful day. It's a Sunday today, so you can glorify, chant the holy names, and just do the best what you can do in devotional service. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Damodar Leela ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.